We live. Yeah, boy. Yeah, boy. Let's get into it, man. Let's get into it. Man, we are excited, man. Black Men Vent 2. Man, we got a lot to talk about today, man. It's gonna be a great conversation with a great guest, man. Let's get into our lingo and our spiel, man. Y'all know how we rock the only. Only. I'm looking for more languages to try to find out how to say only. We the only Black Father and Son podcast in the state of Tennessee, man. That's a big thing. 3 years running. That's a big thing, man. We're excited to be a part of you guys' new week, man. Black Men Vent 2, guys. We aim to change the narrative behind black men one episode at a time. And, man, again, y'all, I'm just excited to have our listeners be a part of our platform, man. We're continually growing each and every week, man, with what we do here in the city. And just thankful, man, for all of you guys that look forward to weekly content from us. Me and Pops, man, we appreciate you. Yes, let's get into it, man. I'm excited. We have been eagerly trying to get today's guest on our podcast, man. When he walked in, I was just like, man, you too celebrity for me, man. You too up there for me. But luckily, man, and thanks be to God that we have my good friend on our podcast today, man. Met him through high school, and man, Lord knows we was doing so much in high school, man. But met him in high school in the DJ scene, man. Just me going to parties, and just naturally, man, the type of character and personality. Most DJs be stuck up, man, but you walk up to this brother, man, at the table, he'll dap you up, you know what I'm saying? He'll show you some love. He might play your favorite song, man, if you don't get on his nerves too much. You know what I'm saying? So I'm excited, man. He has definitely, man, made his mark in the city of Nashville, guys. Man, the city loves this dude, man. If you're booking DJs, it's only a few people that you're booking, and one of them is the brother that we got today, man. I am excited, presenting the some, introducing the others, the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. SpiffyBoyDanny. Big dog, how we doing? Shannon Sharp intro.
That was dope.
Shannon Sharp intro, yeah.
I'm doing good, man.
Yes, sir.
Come
on, man.
As the host.
Yes, sir.
Before I do a show,
Holla at me.
I'm doing good, man. Glad to be here, man. I appreciate the opportunity to be here, man.
Mm-hmm.
I've been trying to get on this show for so long.
Man.
I'm on, 2 years?
Man, it's been a minute. It's been a minute.
I'm glad to be here.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. Thank you guys for sure.
Glad to have you, man.
Yeah, dog.
We appreciate your professionalism, man, because at the end of the day, we were not on time today, but the brother was patient.
He was, man. We appreciate that.
Man. Things happen,
Yeah. But, man, we got a lot to unpack, man. We'll get into the conversation about DJ Svnny, man. I much respect to him, man. Want to talk about that. Want to talk about this list, man. It was a list that came out.
Let's go.
Yeah. We might need to start there. We might need to. Yeah.
Okay, let's
It's TSU homecoming weekend, man. We want to get the vibes going. It was a shout out to Big Blue, man. Make sure, man, y'all handle business on the football field this weekend. But yeah, man. First things first. Let's get into who Spiffy is, man. Let's get into your background, bro. Where you come from, if you will, your native area in Nashville, and once you get through that, man, kind of high school background and stuff like that, we'll get into more of that back conversation on the back end.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I started out what you want to know, starting out?
Just basically, man, what elementary school did you go to? We're going to start right there.
Man, I went to St. Vincent de Paul. I was Catholic school.
Got you. Okay.
Yeah, so I started out Catholic school.
Okay.
A lot of people don't know that. I sung in a choir, boys choir.
Okay.
Yeah, so we had to sing hymns and stuff like that. So I started out at an early age, doing music. My mom was a music teacher.
For sure.
And she played piano at church.
Yeah.
And so, at 3, I started playing drums at church. A lot of people, a lot of musicians and producers started out at church. So, started out there. And then from there, middle school, went to Rose Park. Yeah. Middle school. Yeah. Magnet. Then high school, I had to pick either MLK or NSA. Okay. And I was like, I'm not trying to do a lot of academics like that. I understand my lane. So, I want to do band, so I went to NSA, and I learned trombone at NSA, and I was in a jazz band, one ensemble, pop ensemble. So I really learned, how the seriousness of music,
for sure,
especially learning trombone because I was a drummer,
right?
So
right.
So it was that switch, it made me appreciate music more, especially jazz band, and taking it serious because I had Mr. Richard Griffin who was my band director. He recently passed, RP to him.
Wow.
But he was a very, very good band director, and that's why I learned the importance of music.
For sure.
And this was before I started even DJing. You know, so I was playing drums at church, learning trombone, keys. My mom played piano, so I had a very big background in music before even DJing.
No doubt.
How I got into DJing was in high school.
For sure.
Ninth grade year. I started producing first though.
Right.
So I started making beats.
Right. Okay.
And one of my friends, he was like named Tony. He was like, "Man, you need to start DJing because you can get closer to the artist." So I'm like, "Okay, yeah," because at the time my beats really weren't good at all. So I was like, "I need something to get me close to the artist." So he's like, "You should start DJing." So I'm like, "All right, cool." So I started DJing and producing and stuff like that, and then from there I just never stopped.
Wow, man. It's interesting, man, because you know, every DJ I think has a unique story, like you said, that's tied to church or tied to I was, you know, playing the flute or the clarinet, you know what I'm saying, in band. I was the drum major, so y'all always get like that foundation.
And I was in marching band too.
Yeah, okay.
I marched Whites Creek and Hunters Lane.
Okay, word.
Because NSA we didn't have a football team.
Got you. Yeah, y'all did. Right,
we had to go to
a
zone school, but I marched with Whites Creek and Hunters Lane.
Word.
Played trombone.
Word. Yeah.
So that experience, like I said, man, just having that musical background helps me for when it's time, DJ time.
No doubt.
You can definitely hear the difference on who's musical, who's not. Because of that.
Absolutely.
So, you know, I'm just sitting there thinking about before all this digital age came around, man, it used to be real music, so you know what real music sounds
sheet
like.
music. I had to go learn, put the sheet music, learn
what
it.
this simple means on the keyboard and what and all this stuff. You know, reading music.
Exactly. I always joke, I said, if I would have known how it was today, I would have said, I ain't doing that.
Right.
Learning all that, practicing, spending all that time, learning all that music. But I'm actually grateful for it, though.
Because, no doubt.
Yeah, man.
Because your foundation is solid, man. But somebody just coming in, they see that's not necessary for them to learn that. But then again, it might be necessary because it might play a part in what you're trying to do in the music industry.
Exactly.
You know how this stuff started. Well, how did this help me be better? It helps you be better because you know the grassroots parts. You know the beginning aspect of the music thing. Because see, that's one thing that hinders us as a people. Because we don't know where we came from, we don't know where we're going. And we didn't start in slavery. That ain't where we started at. But that's what a lot of people started at. So that foundational thing is big, man.
Yeah, man. And I want to credit my mom too, you know, because if she didn't, you know, she was a music teacher, so she would have me at recitals, choir rehearsal. I was drugged to church. You know, y'all know, you didn't have a choice. You had Bible study.
Every Sunday. Every Sunday. Vacation Bible School.
Vacation Bible School service, the 3 p.m. service.
All in.
So all that. You didn't have a choice. Suited and booted.
Yes, facts.
In my Stacey Adams.
Yes.
So with that, man, like I gotta credit her because, like I said, man, she introduced me to music. Also, as a kid, my parents would buy me I didn't really I had toys and game systems a little bit, but they brought me pianos. I had xylophones, drum machines. You know, as a kid. So that's all I would play with, and drum sets and stuff like that. So it was I always had it around me. So I always knew when I first came in, music, God always revealed to me, this is what you're going to do, music. I didn't really know what,
in
know,
what
whether
area,
it was DJing
or
musician, but I knew that, this is what I gave you. This is the gift I gave you. You need to use it.
Yeah, bro. So, I love it, man. Man, transitioning now, Tennessee State University, man. Homecoming week, man. Let's get into it. How did you get into TSU, man? And you know, just how has life been, just being a part of the campus, man, being so welcomed in by the Big Blue community? How's it been for you?
Man, everything. I think me going to TSU, I always say TSU builds legends. If you look at every DJ or anybody, artist, I mean, that's come from TSU, they're good. You know, so look at DJ Chill right now. He went to TSU.
DJ Chill,
you know, DJ Cash.
Shout out to Cash.
You know, DJ Mouse.
Shout out to Mouse.
SpiffyBoyDanny. You know, DJ Crisis. So you know, all these different DJs that have come up from TSU, man. I'm blessed to have that opportunity to be on that campus and you know to do what I love.
I love it, man. Just naturally, man, paying homage, of course, man, to the late greats, man. Let's start off with DJ Malik. You know, rest in peace, man, DJ Malik. And then most recently, DJ Svnny. So just give us, man, your favorite memory from both of them, if you can. And then just, man, how they impacted Nashville for those that may not know who they are.
So my favorite memory from Malik, actually, I started with Malik. A lot of people don't know. I started with DJ Malik. We did our first party at this club called Kilimanjaro. Yeah, you know about
times,
that.
Man.
So,
good times,
like I always say, man, Malik was definitely a part of my success.
Yeah, man.
You know, I don't really, like I said, man, that his loss really took a toll on me for sure. Yeah. Because it was unexpected. I mean, he was doing his thing, man, and I feel like if he was still here, man, he would have been.
Yes.
Man.
Oh God. Yeah, for sure.
For real, out of here. You know what I'm saying?
For
So
sure.
for that, man, like that was a huge loss for me.
Absolutely.
And like I said, without him, like I wouldn't be where I am.
No
you
doubt.
know, starting
no doubt.
out.
Yeah,
you
for
know
sure.
What I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, because he was, like I said, we all came up, me, him, and DJ Kane.
Mm-hmm.
So we had out, you know what I'm saying? We started out.
Yeah, man.
So shout out to Malik.
Yeah.
Rest in peace,
That's
you know what I'm
boy,
saying?
man.
But with Svnny Dee, man, there's so many memories with Svnny Dee.
Yeah.
A lot of them.
I
want to just, you know what I'm saying?
What was his phrase? What was his phrase?
Peace, love, and belly rubs.
Peace, love, and belly rubs. That was his phrase.
Yeah, man.
Peace, love, and belly rubs.
But like I said, anytime me and Svnny, like I'll tell you this, anytime I always see Svnny, I always congratulate him because I watched Svnny come up from when he first started. He would DJ at African clubs like Lambo, Soho. And then he built a big platform to where it was so big, throwing his own parties, throwing his own events, and putting other DJs on. Something that I've never seen him like no other DJ from the city do. He really put a lot of DJs in position. He wanted to see everybody win. So I wanted to spotlight that. Every time I see him, I say, man, I'm proud of you, bro. I watched you when you first started. I watched you we basically came up at the same time, you know, around the same time. Because when I started DJing, he started. You know what I'm saying? Like, college.
Right. Man, much love to them brothers, man. I definitely knew Malik, man, and he was just always a great spirit. It didn't matter where you was at with Malik, man. He had a good joke for you.
Man,
you know what I'm saying? Or he was just always, you know, coming with a smile. And then DJ Svnny Dee, man, I never got a chance to meet him. You know, that was one thing that I was talking to our guests with off the mic, is that, you know, when you see somebody in Nashville that has such a great impact like he did, you wish you would have met him. You know what I mean? I've always seen him in passing distance, man, but to the family, man, of everybody, man, from both respects, man, our respects from Black Men Event too to you guys, man. Just wanted to show that love. Man, the transition into this conversation, man, the list. The list. Yeah.
Top 10.
The list, man. So, to those that don't know, audience that's listening, you know, man, we're internationally known platform, so we got to make sure everybody is up to speed with what's going on in Nashville. Somebody, I ain't going to call out the Instagram page name, because y'all know we ain't messy, but somebody came up with a list that we'll talk about. There was two different lists. The first list was the top 10 DJs in Nashville. And I was a little upset because the guest that we have here today, he wasn't on the list. He wasn't on the list. Spiffy, I got a question, man. Now, you know, wrapping this around mental health and whatnot, a lot of people were a little emotionally disturbed if they didn't see their names on this list. Talking about mental health, you know, they could have really mentally messed somebody up, made it feel like they were not doing enough, or they're not reaching where the top 10 have reached. Talk about, man, when people come up with these type of things, these lists, and how these moments can affect the mental health of certain people, man, in those industries. So, like, have you ever felt like you weren't good enough, or you weren't good enough to be on a list like that? And why do we get so wrapped into those type of things?
Well, I mean, if I'm being honest, I've always felt like I always felt like I've never been acknowledged as much as I should have been in a lot of spaces. So, like, even when that list came out, I was like, I mean, it wasn't no big deal.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? I've always felt like, you know, hey, man, just keep working. You know what I'm saying? It'll show.
Let
your work speak for itself.
That's real. That's real.
And also, like, even when that list came out, I was like, who's the source? You know, where's it
Also
coming from?
true.
Because,
Also
you know, the
true.
source might not know what's going on, you know.
Yeah.
So you
Yeah.
can't really get wrapped around all of that.
Absolutely.
You know, just keep doing what you're doing.
Absolutely.
And the work is going to show, you know?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I think you're right about this because you know it's all about perspectives, man. And some people that created this list, their perspective or what they're looking for to place people on this list might not be what you're offering.
Exactly.
But in other circles, what you're offering, you're top 10.
Top 10.
Right.
Yeah.
People didn't make the list.
Also, what was the criteria too?
Yeah,
Also
what
true.
What are we
Also
judging
true.
the criteria of top 10?
Yes.
So my
Yes.
opinion also
Yes.
with that was like, you know, I looked at it like, okay, the list is cool. I know all the DJs, they
Right.
doing their thing respectfully.
No
like,
doubt. No doubt.
No doubt.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? It was
facts.
cool,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
like, my biggest thing, it wasn't even about me at that moment.
Right. Right.
Why
right.
aren't the OG DJs on
Yeah,
there? Why
man.
ain't
Yeah.
C-Wiz, Kenny
Yeah.
Smooth,
Yeah.
Dolo White?
Yeah. Yeah. Call
You know,
them out.
CeeLo,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
all of them.
Yeah.
You
See,
feel
I
me?
remember them dudes.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
them the ones that inspired me to
Yeah.
do what
To
I'm
get where you
doing.
at. Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
on the radio
Yeah.
listening to Daryl J. You know, why
Right.
he ain't on the list?
Right. Right.
You know,
Right.
that
Right.
was just my biggest thing.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
Yeah. you gotta have it. We talking top. You gotta have OGs.
Easily.
At least
Easily.
one of them.
Yeah.
You know?
Easily. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
you're right, man, because
Yeah.
I just said it a few minutes ago. If you don't give homage to the people that paved the way, then how you gonna keep moving forward?
Right.
Mm.
You gotta know the history.
You
Yeah.
gotta know
Yeah.
it, man, because
Yeah.
all of this is a building block
Yeah.
to get it to another level.
And
but how can I
each
get
one-
to another
right.
level? I don't even know what I'm standing on.
And each one of them guys paved the way. They probably broke down the barriers so that we can have the opportunity.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm
Absolutely.
saying? So-
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah, man.
You said a lot, man. I mean, just from our end, there was a top 10, best media list out, and
Podcast.
yeah, and we weren't on the list, but
That's crazy.
the funny thing you said, man, I think it shows when you talk about let the work speak for itself.
Yeah.
Man, we made a little comment, man, put the little thinking face on there, and I think maybe 10 people liked that particular comment. So it showed me that when you putting the work in, the support is even there.
People gonna know. Yeah.
Folks know, man, that we've dropped an episode ever since we started. You know what I'm saying? It hadn't missed a week, 3 years in a row. It's those type of things where we have to find peace in what we're doing in our
mentally
lane.
too. You
Right,
know,
right.
Like
Absolutely.
long as you know you're
Yeah.
doing what you're supposed to do,
Bro.
a little list shouldn't get to you.
It shouldn't
You
at
know,
all.
and
Yeah,
the fact
yeah,
that
yeah.
that little list made a big deal like crazy.
Yeah,
It shows a lot.
It shows a lot,
You
man.
know, it shows like,
a
all
lot.
right.
Yeah. It shows a lot, man. So
Because it's like anybody at this point
Yeah.
can get on and make a list and then post
Absolutely.
it, and now everybody's going crazy.
man,
like, it's-
we was talking about, man, that dude made that list on his couch.
right. Like,
No research. Or
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
you think about it, like you said, you want to create a controversy. That's how you
Yeah.
create a list. Because when people talk basketball, y'all don't know nothing about Connie Hawkins.
nope.
I do though.
Yeah,
So you create a list,
yeah,
and
right.
If it ain't got Connie Hawkins on it,
Yeah.
if it ain't got Kareem on it,
Right,
if
right,
it
right.
ain't
Yeah,
got
yeah.
Will Chamberlain on it,
Yeah.
then it ain't a list.
No
to
list,
me.
yeah.
right.
So it's
Right.
also subjective too.
Subjective, yeah. It's very
yeah.
subjective.
And with
Very
that same
subjective.
list, that list should have LeBron on it, Kobe,
Right.
and Mike too.
Right,
That's my
right.
list. But
Yeah.
some people like, who the heck is Will Chamberlain?
Right.
Right.
But now
Yeah,
understand
yeah.
if it wasn't
Subjective,
no Will, it ain't no
yeah.
Shaq.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it ain't no
Yeah.
Will, it ain't no Kareem.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
That's real.
You
That's
know,
real.
man, so,
That's real.
So we have to
Yeah.
be really
Yeah.
just how we take these lists. But I tell you what, take it as something that motivates you to say, okay, you don't see me now, but you will
see me later,
Yeah,
y'all.
yeah,
Yeah.
you will.
You
Yeah,
gonna see me.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
man.
And that's
you know what you're doing.
Right.
You know what we're doing.
Right.
Just be comfortable where you are, and we just said it a little bit earlier, and enjoy the process.
Yeah. Yeah.
Enjoy the process,
Yeah.
man.
Man, let me ask you this, man, before we hit a quick break, man. But talk about your relationship, if you can, if you're willing, with Dad. You know, man, how was their relationship? How is their relationship? Naturally, we are on the Black Father Son podcast, so we like to get in that conversation with our guests if they're willing to share that, man. So for those that don't know, how is and how was your relationship with your father?
Currently we speak.
Okay.
Okay. You know, my parents got divorced, and so it was kind of like, for a long time, I had this resentment towards him, just because it was like, man, like, why did you leave? Like, you know, we had this, you know, I'm the only child, so it's like, I'm the only child, so it's like we had this perfect
Yeah.
In my
yeah. I'm with you. I'm with you.
And like it was like, dang, like why did you leave?
Yeah.
You know, when I was in high school too. So for a long time, like I had this resentment. I wouldn't really talk to him. I kind of, he'll call me. I'd be quick on the phone.
Yeah, right.
You know, but now like we have a real deal relationship.
That's what's up.
We speak for hours.
Yeah.
I'm finna get back to hanging out with him and stuff
That's
like that,
up,
man. You know,
that's what's up.
So yeah.
How important is it, man, to embrace your parents while also not neglecting the grind? Because I think that's our generation thing. We money hungry right now, but I think in that years go by, our parents' hair get a little more grayer. You know what I'm saying? So how do you balance that, man? You know, just being able to balance time with family, with parents versus time with getting the grind and getting to it.
I think I do pretty good with that.
Okay.
Not with my dad per se.
Gotcha.
I need to work on that. I will definitely
sure.
admit that. But like with my mom, I make sure like I spend time. We go out.
Doubt.
You know.
No doubt.
And I'm still doing my work.
No doubt.
Yeah,
No
family
doubt.
always. You know. And spending time with friends, family, stuff like that. Yeah, because like. I think when I first started, I was like grind, club, nightlife, be everywhere.
Yeah.
But now that I got older, I'm like, man, let me chill for a minute. Let me set that time with family because that's all you got. That's all you have.
Man.
Family is
so
all
true.
you have.
So true, man.
Let me ask
so
you this,
true.
man, because you just hit a dynamic, man, that a lot of people don't know, but there's a lot of people out there deal with it also. But I don't know. I think every time somebody brings that up, I just want to ask you how you feel. But how did you feel? Because I'm an only child also.
Yeah.
So how was that dynamic, man, growing up, and you didn't have brothers and sisters, and your friends had brothers and sisters, and when they go home to their brothers and sisters, you go home by yourself.
Yeah.
That's a mental thing.
That is, definitely.
That's a different thing. I don't know how you dealt with, but one of the things it caused me to be, you just share your experience with me, I'm going to tell you where I was at. I used to be angry, man. And I was angry because, again, they had the relationship with brothers and sisters. I didn't have that.
Yep.
So when them dudes come over my house, I had to be dominant.
Yeah.
Because you got that. I don't have that. You know what I'm saying? Right. So when you come to my house, dude, I'm winning in everything. If I don't win, you got to go home.
Oh, man. Yeah. I understand that, y'all.
But I had to learn that through life that was no way if you're going to embrace people and have a relationship with people. Everybody wasn't rocking with that.
Right.
I had to learn that through life.
Yeah.
So what was your thing that you had to deal with as an only child?
Man, a lot, actually. But I mean, as an only child, man, I think it was good and bad. You know, the good part was you stay to yourself. You know, you could play everything till you got all the presents. You ain't got to share.
Right.
But a lot of people, they think, oh, well, you Mr. Goody too. She was like, nah, I mean, my parents, they spoiled me. You know, I can't help that. You know, but on the downside, it was like you said, you don't really have a lot of friends. And it's been like a lot of times when I was a kid, my parents would when they would argue and stuff like that, you would see, and that took a little toll on me too, seeing that process of the divorce. And like me being a kid to share that with and seeing that so that was so I used music as a way to cope, I think, with that situation because a lot of times, they will argue. I'd be like, man, I'm finna go, at the time, man, I'm finna go do the party. Get away from the house. Because I don't want to deal with that at the crib. You know what I'm saying? Or I would just put my headphones on and make beats. So I don't have to hear the arguing.
Wow.
So, I mean, it was, like I said, I'm blessed to be only child. You learn a lot about yourself. You have to sit with yourself, too. And you enjoy your own company. So now, when I'm older, it's like I don't have to have external things or a lot of friends. You see what I'm saying? That's the good part about being the only child. Like,
you just said something, though. I enjoy me.
Like you enjoy your space. You enjoy your, look, I need my time to myself. I want to kick it with y'all too, but I want this little window.
I'm with you. I'm with it.
So that's the difference between being the only child and
Even right now, I got 2 sons, I got a wife, I got family, all that. But it's still that time. I need my little moment.
To myself, kind of
I like that in my age, man. When I get my little moment, and then I'm good. But if I don't get my moment,
you start, And that's just, from years from sitting with yourself.
Yeah. No, I get it. I get it. I love it, man. Great conversation, man. We got going with my guy, SpiffyBoyDanny, man.
Yes,
One of, if not the hottest DJ in the city, man. Let's get into a commercial break. Y'all know how we rock, man. In the second half, it gets real, gets raw, gets uncut. Talk about some things, man, that is a little bit more into Danny's story, man, and what he's been through. So stay locked in with us, man. This is the Black Men Vent 2 podcast.
Yes, sir.
What's up, guys? What's up? Peace to the city and peace to the planet. You're listening to the baddest podcast in Nashville, the only podcast that gives you a radio show feeling with a podcast undertone. We are Black Men Vent 2, and we are proud to announce, as you can see, that we have brand ambassadors that are a part of our movement. Yes, guys, Black Men Vent 2 has 5 women and 5 men who have joined us and believe in us just as much as we believe in ourselves. Their job is to make sure that they carry the mission and carry the message of doing what we're trying to do in our city of Nashville, and that is make uncomfortable conversations comfortable, aiming to change the narrative of black men one episode at a time. We are super excited to introduce to you guys the brand ambassadors of Black Men Vent 2. Stay tuned going into the new year because we got big things planned with our new family. Thank you. We are back, man. We back live and direct, man. Excited to be a part of you guys' new week, man. Let's just go ahead and get right into it, man. Y'all know how we rock the second half of our episode, man. Well, before I even say all that, we got SpiffyBoyDanny. I just want to get that out, man. Get his brother his flowers while he here. Yeah. If you don't know who this brother is, man, rewind the tape and go listen back, man, to the first 20, 30 minutes, man. Again, SpiffyBoyDanny. We're excited to have him. And, man, let's get into the second part of our podcast, man. This the bread and butter of our platform, man, getting into the mental health of the stories of our guests. Spiffy, what would you like to vent about today, brother, on Black Men Vent 2?
The crime and killings. It's like killings and crime. Yeah. A part of my life, my best friend got killed in February of 2021, and that took a toll on me. Yeah. Because, I mean, he was with me everywhere. I took him on tour with me. Wow. He was like a road dog, you know what I'm saying, man? Whatever I needed, he was there for me. Yeah. Sometimes we would take $40, $80, whatever we had to go to Birmingham and do shows and stuff like that. And he got shot and killed pretty much for no reason, you know what I'm saying? You know, due to gang violence, you know what I'm saying? And that really took a toll on me. And I want to talk about that, really vent on that because it's like it needs to stop. Yeah. You know, the senseless killings and shooting people, even with Young Dolph, you know what I'm saying? Like with that situation, dude got life in prison for $800. You know what I'm saying? It's like crazy. Man. You know,
shot that man 20 times, man. Yeah.
Didn't even know how to, you know. It's crazy, man. Yeah. Like,
and see, think about that. I'm not trying to cut you off, but think about that. Why did you have to shoot the man 20 times?
Yeah.
What's behind that? You know what I'm saying? It's something going on with that part of the conversation. Because, okay, it don't take 20 bullets to take somebody out. So why do you keep going? See, it's some anger there, some trauma. It's something going on there, man. And see, that's what we got to start getting to the bottom of. And see, the sad part about it is, and I know people don't like sometimes when I say this, but it's true. All of this is planned, man. This is a plan. And we just they're just going through with the plan. But we got to stop the plan some kind of way. We got to stop the madness. The only way we're going to stop the madness is keep having these type of conversations.
We do.
Let me ask you this, Spiffy, because it's, you know, we see killings every day for sure, but you see it more, I think, in your industry that you're in, you know. Man, just this year, man, we've lost a lot of great rappers, you know, it's just great talent. And I wanted to ask you, man, from the music industry, which is really one of the most influential industries in our culture, outside of maybe sports and something like that, but music just clicks with black folks. What do you think, man, just in the DJ side of things can be done, you know, to exercise more of like a mental health stance? Because, like, I'm sure it's something that you could do, man, to where, you know, you get all the DJs together, man, and maybe y'all hold something that literally talks about just mental health with DJs. What is it that you think that y'all could do to still keep y'all's aura, if you will, but still help your fans and your supporters understand that, man, I wouldn't be here if my head wasn't right. You know what I'm saying?
I think we should do it. I think it's possible. I mean, we're all in a group chat. I know with Nashville, we're all in a group chat. So
that's what's up.
All we would do, I think we do need to start hosting sessions like this. You know, and
it would be dope
because also a lot of people don't know DJs. We do have mental health. People think, oh well, you supposed to turn us up. It's like, well, did you ask them how his day was? You know, they expect us to have energy all the time.
There you go.
And we might be going through something.
There you go.
Sometimes, you know, like you said, we escape through the club life and through all of that, you know, to cope with whatever we're going through.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people don't even know that. Because it's mental too, you know. They don't understand, you know.
Bro, I think, you know, and that's just something, man, that
even
God just hit me.
That's a whole nother segment, DJ mental health.
Facts.
Because, you know, when you're doing an event, you know, you worried, I'll do that, you know, it's a lot.
I mean, because, bro, put me in a situation, man, where, you know, you had maybe an hour left, maybe 30 minutes left before showtime, or your assistant didn't show up, or maybe you didn't have a certain chord that you needed, or your system was messed up.
So many times.
Talk to me, man. What goes on in the mind of a top DJ when you don't have everything top tier in that moment mentally? Like where you at?
So I recently, I'm not gonna say what show, you know.
Okay, respect.
Names, respect. I recently did a show and everything wasn't on time.
Wow.
The sound check wasn't on time. My playing time when I was supposed to go on wasn't on time. I was freaking out. I was like, what am I doing here? You know, my beginning time got cut. The time before that I was supposed to go on got cut. I'm like, man, I was only there for about 3-4 songs.
Right.
So it was kind of damaging to me because it's like I spent hours practicing and working on my set.
You got your stuff set up, and then when you get there, now you got to rearrange and change.
And this is a real production with a real artist, with a big time artist. You know what I'm saying? So it was like.
First time too
first time
with the artist that you was working with. So like first impression, was this like the first time? Okay. Man, it was
man. So a lot like it'll put a toll on the DJ. Like man, because you're thinking I want to put on a great show.
Right.
I want because. Right. When things go wrong, they blame it. The first thing they blame it on is the DJ. When something go wrong, the sound go out, all was the DJ fault. The mic go out, all was the DJ fault. You know, so it's damaging. It can it can be damaging.
Yeah. And just playing off of that, has there been a time, which I'm sure it has, you have walked into a DJ setting or a DJ appointment, if you will, dealing with grief? You know, you may have just came off of a funeral or a heavy loss. I know you mentioned your best friend in 2021, or just dealing with something like that. But like you said, I still got to turn up vibes. I still got to turn up fusion. I still got to turn up club. You know what I'm saying? Like, has it been those type of moments, man, where you just was like, man, I really don't feel like doing this?
Oh,
you know
a lot.
What I'm saying? Yeah.
A lot. And if any DJ says no, they're lying. They lying. It's been a lot of times where I'm like, man, I don't feel like it today. Yeah. But I got to do it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times sometimes you got to make ends meet.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, you like, but it's like what you're going through at the time, you got to like, I don't know how I do it. I mean, but it's like when you're in that moment, you like, it's almost like you got to escape from reality.
Yes.
Like,
yeah.
Like sometimes, like, yo, okay, whatever I'm going through, let's put that these 4 hours. It's about the people. You know, it's about making sure the people having a good time. And then once you close that laptop, put it in your backpack, go to the car. Then it's all right. Now, now I got my time to deal with.
It's easier said than done, though, Spiffy, man. Because I mean, it takes a emotional intelligence to be able to decipher between the two. Like put that poker face on. Let me go in here for 3-4 hours, turn them up, then take that face back off.
Not just with DJs, but artists. I mean, people in general, but artists too.
Right.
Like a lot of artists go through a lot of stuff, and they have to put that to the side to make sure the show is going with, you know.
That's real.
Hey, man, you gotta learn how to play hurt. I remember one time, a long time ago, I watched Emmett Smith. And I ain't no Cowboy fan. My wife probably like this, but Emmett Smith was on the sideline, man, and they was playing a divisional game. It was a real tough game against the Giants. And he was hurt. Hey, man, that dude went over to the sideline. They put some stuff on him and put some stuff in his pad, some electrodes or whatever. That dude went right back to the field, but he was hurt the whole game, and he ended up having like a broken collarbone or something. Played like a whole half with a broken collarbone. But I'm talking about he had to play hurt. And a lot of times that's what entertainers and people that get in front of people have to do. You have to play hurt. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times people that you're servicing, like you're presenting your craft to or your gift to, they don't understand you hurt. Like you said, I just need you to produce. I ain't worried about you being hurt.
Exactly. Exactly. It don't matter what's going on. I need you to make some.
He said something earlier. He was like, how often at the club, man, does somebody walk up to the DJ table instead of you requesting a song, ask, how was your day, man? You good?
You need something to drink.
You need some water. You good? Play this song for me, Spiffy. Real quick. Play that.
And it's getting, sometimes even now it's getting out of hand, man. You got people like getting mad at you, threatening you, calling your names because you ain't even play a song.
Wow.
See, that's what we are in society.
It's like
everybody's so geared, so high geared. And when stuff don't go their way,
exactly.
Even playing a song. I'm ready to get into
well, see
at that particular moment.
Because see, it's everybody. I don't know.
And you gotta have. I think as a DJ, you gotta have tough skin. We literally we get instant like gratification. Like we get that instant like, yo, you did good. That you didn't do good.
Right.
You suck. You know. So you gotta have that tough skin. Like
it's. I'm laughing because we've done DJ Perm. Shout out to Perm. We done DJ Mouse and we got you. All y'all done said the same thing. All y'all said the same thing in terms of, you know, that instant gratification. Man, Spiffy, you was on it today. Hey, bro, you sucked last week. Bro, you was terrible.
I remember my first party. No, actually, well, in my beginning stages, just starting out, I remember I did my first party. And I sucked. Real bad.
You knew it.
I knew it.
Yeah, right.
Like the crowd showed, the crowd leaving. I'm talking about I'm sitting there mad at the world, man, for about 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Then you gotta go to school, everybody to school tell man, you did bad that week.
And you got to live in that, man.
But that's a mental thing too. But it helped me get better though.
But you took the challenge. But let me ask you this, since you're right there. So when you're going through those moments, who does Spiffy Boy talk to? Because everybody got to have an outlet. Everybody got to have somebody that they talk to, that they trust, that you value their opinion. Who's that for you in your life?
I think y'all can guess. My mom.
Mom.
She been there every step of the way.
Yeah, man.
You know, like a lot of people don't know. At the time that they were going through the divorce and things like that, like they were struggling, you know, to make ends meet and stuff like that. My mom pawned one of her rings, to get me my first DJ equipment.
Wow.
Come on, man.
Wow.
We didn't have enough money to. We didn't even have enough money to at the time get like a computer straight out. So I had to rent mine from Aaron's like per month.
Wow, bro. Wow.
So she sacrificed that little, like we went to Sam Ash, I'll never forget.
Wow.
Went pawned some of her jewelry.
Wow. What's mom's name, yo man?
Tanya.
Shout out to Miss Tanya.
Shout
Shout out to Miss Tanya. Yeah, wow. That's dope.
Yeah.
That's dope.
And see, that's the
That's
thing,
dope.
man. I think when you're not a parent, you don't understand what good parents go through. Because good parents make those sacrifices all the time, but they're not seen. And just guess what? If you hadn't told us this, we would have never known that about your mama.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, that's
how it rolls.
real.
That's real.
How it goes.
Yeah.
So yeah, man. Like whenever I have a down moment, I call her, hey, and she uplifts. You a king. You the biggest.
Man.
You know what I'm saying?
Come on.
Yeah.
Now look, think about this. When you have no down moment, when mama tell you a king, you like, oh, hey, she'll text me. She'll always text me before my show. Yeah. Like, hey, do a good job.
Wow.
You know, any show I got going, any event, make sure you do good, play good.
That's what's up.
Yeah, man. So that and then obviously my closest friends too.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm grateful to have friends that like don't lie to me.
Right,
you know,
right.
Hey, man, if I'm wrong, let me know.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna get mad at you. Like, let me know. And that's how we had that conversation with each other.
That's real.
We held each other accountable.
That's real.
So, like, if I had a downtime, hey, man, let me talk to you for this real quick. So I do have a community of people that I can call and vent to, and I think that's perfect. I think everybody should have that.
Absolutely.
One, like you said, that one person.
Absolutely.
That you can call and be like, look, man, vent, man.
Yeah.
Even if you don't have a solution, I want to hear you.
Just want to hear you. Yeah.
That's it.
That's it.
Everybody need that sounding board, man.
Yeah.
You know, even as an only child, every now and then we get tired of talking to ourselves.
Man, like it be sometimes I'll be chilling and I'm like, man, I gotta get around some people, man. I gotta go out tonight. I gotta go somewhere again, talk, socialize.
Yeah, that's funny.
I can't be introverted all the time.
Yeah. I love it, man. Man, we want to respect our guest schedule, man. I know he has another venture he has to get to, but before we let him go, man, we have one closing question that we ask all of our guests, man, to continue to be around the mental health conversation. First things first, bro, thank you for being on the show. Thank you for coming, man. It's TSU homecoming weekend, so everybody that's listening in, man, show some love to TSU, man, and to our guests, man, by making sure y'all like, comment, subscribe on today's episode. But the question that I got for you, man, we oftentimes ask our guests, we put you in a situation dealing with suicide, and there may be, for the conversation, a DJ. There may be a DJ, man, that come to you, bro, look up to you. You know what I'm saying? But dealing with some suicidal thoughts, you know, some suicidal things that they're having, and they had just listened to your episode, but they still think about crashing out. They still think about ending it. You know what I'm saying? They're like, man, Spiff, I heard your episode, bro, but I just can't take no more. You know what I'm saying? The DJ stuff is too much. I'm not getting what I want to see. That type of thing. What could you tell that young man or young lady? Because shout out to the ladies, man, the DJ. But what would you tell that person that is literally on the brinks of suicide, but they went to you for advice before they thought about making that move or not making that move? What could you do, man, to help them not make that move and help them to realize, man, that if I got through, man, divorcing my parents in high school, the time, man, where I got laughed at on my first show, if I got through all of that, then you can too.
Well, first off, I want to let this be known. Anybody, if you're going through something like that, please feel free to message me on any of my platforms.
No doubt.
Like, if I can get to you, well, I will definitely talk to you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I first want to put that out there. Don't be afraid to hit me up in my DMs or message me Facebook or whatever. You know, anybody that's dealing with that, man, please do not crash out. I mean, there's been plenty of times where, I mean, I could be vulnerable with you guys. I think there's been times where I felt like that, you know, and I've always had to think about how would that affect people around me that love me and care for me, and the impact that I have on other people that I might not have even known.
No doubt.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, just please don't crash out. Please don't. Yeah.
I love it. I love it, man.
I like what he just said, though. Please consider your impact on other people.
Yeah.
Please consider that.
That's
Please
big.
consider that,
That's
you
big.
just don't know to somebody, you're a hero.
Yeah.
You just don't know it yet.
Yeah.
You're a hero to somebody.
Yeah. That's real. I love it, man. Man, let's get out of here, man. Spiffy, man, for those that want to connect with you, want to find you, social media handles that, man. Where can we find you at, man? And we'll make sure we post that in today's episode.
Everything at SpiffyBoyDanny. Every platform. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Snapchat. Yeah, everything.
All that.
At SpiffyBoyDanny, all the same handles.
Yes, sir.
Make it easy.
Yes, sir. I love it. I love it.
So where can they find you at this weekend, man, for homecoming? Where you gonna be posted?
Well, for homecoming, I'm gonna be at Culture Lounge Saturday night.
Yeah.
So that's the only event I got for right now.
For sure.
Yeah, so I'll be there at Culture Lounge.
Yeah, man. Well, man, this episode has specifically been dropped, man, to show some love, man, to Tennessee State University and our guests. So make sure y'all tap into this week's episode, man. Shout out to Big Blue. And, man, we're going to get out of here, man. It's been a great one. Thank you to SpiffyBoyDanny, man. Shout out to him and his community.
Was able to connect.
Yeah, man. It took about 2 years, man, but it was worth it. It was worth it, man. Man, love you, brother. Appreciate you, man, for being a part of the platform. Let's get out of here, y'all. It is what it is. It ain't what it ain't. You can do what you can, and you can't with what you can't.
Nashville until next week is a wrap, and all the listeners, black men, don't get trapped.
Yeah.
Let's go.
I love it.